Good afternoon and welcome to today's edition of NWCR's Removing That Liberal Blindfold for this Monday, the 10th day of May in the year of our Lord 2021. Today's update comes from Todd Starnes, and with this comes a lesson if we just listen. And we must listen if we want to save this nation from what is coming from the left. Canadian pastor ARTUR PAWLOWSKI was swarmed by police officers after he left what authorities called an illegal church service in Calgary. The pastor was ordered to his knees in the middle of a very busy highway where he was handcuffed. I wrote about such evil in my book, Culture Jihad, How to Stop the Left from Killing a Nation. And this was, like I said, from Todd Starnes. The Calgary Herald reports that Pastor PAWLOWSKI was taken into custody, quote, after he failed to abide by public health orders again during a Saturday church service where dozens were congregating without masks and with no regard for physical distancing, unquote. The police confirmed that the pastor's brother was also arrested. The police service said, quote, it is important to understand that law enforcement recognizes people's desires to participate in faith-based gatherings as well as the right to protest. However, as we find ourselves in the midst of a global pandemic, we all must comply with public health orders in order to ensure everyone's safety and well-being, unquote. This sort of thing that happens in police states where jackbooted Gestapo silence preachers, and they do the same thing to other people too. Pray for Pastor PAWLOWSKI and pray for the evil monsters who threw him in jail. And now to remove that liberal. You think that this can't happen in America? Look at where this is happening. It is happening in North America, in Canada, folks, and Canada has always been considered a sort of free country. The world is in a war against freedom, and just because our Constitution says that it is our right to go to church, do not think for a minute that the powers that be will not try to get rid of that. They have been actively working on that over the past year. They have been actively working on our right to bear arms and have wildly succeeded in this over the years in the name of public safety. And this is what is going on here with the church. Over the last year or so, American churches have been made to cancel services and to social distance when going to church. I have talked a lot about the Legacy Church here in Albuquerque. A few Sundays ago, and also this Sunday, our pastor talked of the possibility of him being taken to jail for not following the tyrant governor's orders of social distancing. This is a very real problem here in the United States. It is a real possibility, folks, if we do not start to rise up and start showing the federal government and the state governments that they are not in charge of our freedoms. We are. The rulers of today are the tyrants. The evildoers are the leaders, and that goes totally against the Bible and God. From Romans 13, verses 3 and 4, for rulers hold no terror for those who do right, but for those who do wrong. Do you want to be free from fear of one in authority? Then do what is right, and you will be commended. For the one in authority is God's servant for your good. But if you do wrong, be afraid, for rulers do not bear the sword for no reason. They are God's servants, agents of wrath, to bring punishment on the wrongdoer. Folks, the thing we have to realize here, that today in this nation, the wrongdoers are not the people who are being blasphemed and thrown in jail for exercising their God-given rights, but the rulers who think that they are over us. The tyrants like the one in Santa Fe, and Cuomo in New York, and Whitmer in Michigan, and Newsom in California, Inslee in Washington State, among others, who are working overtime to rid us all of the rights that were given to us by God and our Constitution, which was divinely inspired of God to man. I've been saying this for months now, but it is time we rose up and we did our duty to save this nation from the tyrants of Satan who are destroying our freedoms daily and their insidious ideals that go against God and nation. They all need to be voted out of office as soon as possible for the good of this great nation. Thank you again for listening to us here at NWCR, where we strive hard to find the truth hidden by the lamestream lying media. And as I will always say, we will not be ruled. We are heard through Conservative Nation Media, or C&M, from behind the silver microphone of freedom with that voice of reason in this increasingly unreasonable world, where America always wins. Please subscribe to my Rumble account under the name of NWCR's Removing the Liberal Blindfold, and also my BitChute account under the same name. They are there to get the truth out that the left wants left out of our lives. YouTube will be tried again today, but not promising anything. I am continuously accepting the badge of honor that is always being handed out by the left, and they're going against the First Amendment and our rights to tell the truth. Today's update is brought to you through Conservative Nation Media, and we will be here again tomorrow for the next bit of truth that you will never hear in the lamestream lying media or from the Democrats. See you tomorrow, and God bless you all.